Hello everyone, I'm Timothy McSwain, and it has been a long time, so welcome back. I am finally all moved in, well, mostly all moved in. My new house and my desk is all set up, so here we are ready to record some stuff again. This is the Noctis fan server, finally running... Hello? Oh. Finally running Minecraft 1.8 vanilla, which is exciting. And we are here, and if you guys didn't watch the live stream we did, you're going to miss out on this. We made an aquarium for Guardians. Now, it looks kind of bad in here right now, and the reason is, in order for it to look really good, you need Potion of Night Vision. And this is the best we can get it to look. You can actually see what's going on in there, and we built like this little volcano and some sponge blocks and an anemone. Miranda, I think, built the flower back there. I built some grass like into the thing, like some seaweed into the back wall, and that's supposed to be a sunken ship or something. And there's a little cave for Guardians. There was the Elder Guardians are in here because they don't despawn. But I also know that what we didn't think about is if we go game mode S, we're probably going to get that effect from this guy, right? I would think so. Maybe he can't see us through the glass, but I think we probably will get that effect on us. Or maybe not. Let's just keep walking through here for now like this, see if we ever get it. And if you continue walking down here, there's a... Oh, there it is. Yep, mining fatigue. Although you can't really mine anything in this area anyway, so we have that beacon, which is nice. You can't mine, you're not supposed to be... Normal players on this server won't be able to mine anything in this area anyway because it's in the spawn chunks. There's... you can see up into the little exhibit up there. Okay, never mind. I thought there was an effect clear. There. So my volume's not right. That should be good. Hopefully you guys can hear a little bit better now. So what I want to do is I want to make something that summons in potions. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. But I have a system already right here that works with points. Points is a, if I go to scoreboard, objectives, list, there are some objectives here, and one of them is points. It's a dummy system, which means it won't update. It doesn't update based on anything automatically, but I can add and remove it from it. So we can, see, I can leave and it doesn't do anything. It just says thank you for coming, and it teleports you to the other side of the wall. But if you go on this side, it removes 10 points. So see, it says set my score to 1180, and back up here, see, it says to 1190, because it removes 10 points every time you come in. You're kind of like paying to come in the aquarium. I don't know if it's really worth it. We might end up changing that. I think eventually we're going to change it to bucket, because that's what the server's going to be running eventually. But what I want to figure out now is a simple command block to summon in an effect on you, the night vision effect. I have, let's see, I have my other computer up here, Minecraft effect IDs from the Minecraft wiki. I've used this before, so hopefully this will work out good for us here. Night vision is potion number 6, effect number 16. So if we, what about water breathing? Does that make it easier in here too? I know water breathing does make... No, it doesn't help in there at all. I think it would if you were actually underwater, but so that's not needed. So what we want is potion ID 16. So like, oh, I was afraid of that. We have to go back far enough that we're not in the tank anymore. I think it starts right. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we can go right here and plop down some command blocks. Let's do the first one that's going to happen is, well, this one's going to activate second, and the command we're going to give this is actually I need to check this. There is, so these are the command blocks under here. Tell, that's the tell command. This one is the teleport command. That's another tell command. Scoreboard players remove. Okay, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go copy that. We don't want one there. I don't remember how I had this set up. I better check it to make sure it's right now. Good grief. Okay. Okay, that works. Okay, so that all works still. Good. So if we go here, this one is going to remove, and what should the score be? Let's just remove 2 for a night vision potion because you're inside the aquarium already. Let's make it 3. We can always change that later. And another command block above it, and this one's going to be effect. Is it at P16 intensity 1 for 60 seconds? I think that's how that works. I haven't done a lot of this in a while, so what we're going to do here is actually. Does that look bad? Plot, oops, what am I doing? We're going to plop down a button. Yeah, that's part of what I was afraid of. It's not going to affect that command block down there unless I do this, and then I want it to affect both command blocks with the score. So what we'll do there then is remove the score and effect at P16 1 for 60 seconds. I think, right? No. For 60 seconds and magnifier 1, and then, or whatever you call that. And then we will just put redstone over the top of those, plop that down, plop that down, plop this down. Nice. Okay. So that then, let's do, let's clear our effects. So now we can't see very well, but we can come over here and get potion effect for 60 seconds of viewing the aquarium. And that, of course, will work if you leave. But, or we can just make it so that you get the potion automatically coming in here and you lose it when you leave. But I don't know. Or we could just make this free. I don't know. We'll have to work that out later. That isn't the point of this episode. I just wanted to start out by doing that. We have a bunch of little things to do today. So let's go grab a sign. Press button for 60 seconds of easy viewing for 3 points each. Okay, so we're going to leave there, and again, that was all built on in our live stream, so if you did not see that, I have archived, chopped up versions of it on my channel. If you go back a little while, Guardian Sanctuary, it says right there. And this fountain that Angie and I worked on, we wanted to make it look like it was defying gravity. I said for Ginny here, my cat that died recently. Defiance by Timothy 94, July 2nd. Okay, so here we have the aquarium here. I don't have the effect anymore. And we have the biodome here, which I'm not going to do any more work on, but what I did want to do is we're going to do some stuff with barriers today, because First of all, the buttons are here now to open the doors because the mobs were walking out before. I don't think there's any mobs in here anymore. I think they all despawned, so we wouldn't have to name them. Especially like those little guardians did too, the normal sized guardians. I think I did this, right? Yeah, because that doesn't affect the water stream, and it'll keep them from falling down there, hopefully. Does this affect water stream? Yeah, it does. Remove it. Okay, it doesn't. It's gone, but it'll take a minute to update. There it goes. And I want them to be able to go over that, so we'll leave that. So that obviously needs more work too. We have a long way to go before we'll be ready to finish this thing, but this has changed too. This used to be Podzol in here. I wonder, the effect ID must not have changed, so she must have changed it back. It was Miranda that was in charge of this place. I used some custom player heads in here. Excuse me. Don't have a mute button on this mic, so. I also want to eventually set up the nether here. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but what's the point of these? I don't know. Another idea I had for today is to come over to the Colosseum. There's a little signpost here. I don't remember what this says. Oh, yeah, Aquarium and Colosseum. And we also did this command block thing to get down and back up there. And you won't see this if you're on the server as a player. You won't see these commands. It's only for op players. So we'll see that. Myself, Miranda, and Angie, and Taylor if he decides to join us. What I'm going to do today is put some barriers here so mobs can't get out. And obviously Enderman will be a problem, but what I'm worried about is like if you have a battle arena in here and you put mobs in here, I don't want them, you know, escaping. What happened here? It would be nice to replace this with the color of stained glass too, but right now this is what it looked like when we built it in 1.6 in our old server. So it's kind of cool to leave it like that, but who knows, we might change that later on. What I wanted to do with this is, I'm not sure if I want to put it here so that the mobs don't get into the audience, because they already shouldn't be able to, but except for if you are here, can't you jump in? Yes, you can. So the idea here would be to keep people from jumping into the arena. One layer of these should do the trick, as long as these don't cause any lag. I haven't done much with barrier blocks at this point, mostly since they are so new. But this should be fine, I think. We also have a lot of work to do underneath this thing too, but I might do that off camera because it won't be interesting. But I heard a skeleton just then. I don't know if you guys heard it, but underneath here is a big wide open space, and that's because of the way I imported it into this world. There was a large space underneath it on the old server, and on this one there's not as big of a space underneath, but that, you know, it's not lit down there, so mobs can spawn in there. So I'll have to take care of that. A lot has happened, obviously, since the last time I recorded an episode, so I'm going to go over that maybe in a Trekken episode if I do another one of those, or I have a secret series coming up soon. Not secret, but I'm not talking about it yet. That I will mention later as well. I might talk about it in that. Actually, so here's what else I'm thinking. We could put barrier blocks here, so that you can't jump out of the arena, but if you should somehow manage to get out here, you can still jump back in. So I guess I can talk while I'm doing that. This server, by the way, interest has seemed to be waning in this, which is unfortunate, because I really was excited about the idea of getting this out there as a public server. So if you guys are interested, there is a link in the video description. And that is for applying to join the server. Now the server is not going to cost any money. We need donations in order to get it going, but you're not required to donate anything. The idea is, like Minecraft's new EULA too, you can't actually, as server owners, you cannot, you know, charge people premiums and stuff like that. I think you can charge people to join a server, but not, like we can't reward you in game for donating or anything like that. I'm going to look closely at the EULA, and I'm going to see what I can and cannot do. Because if any of you donate, I'm going to want to, you know, give you some kind of special thank you. But it looks like Mojang is trying to keep us from doing that, especially now that Microsoft owns them, which is something else that happened since I have stopped making videos for a while. Is Microsoft has purchased Mojang, and I'm sure if you pay any attention to the Minecraft community, you know that already. It's on Mojang's webpage, mojang.com. But anyway, so the point with these barrier blocks is when you're in survival or when you're not, even when you're in creative and not holding one of those blocks, they don't show up. You can still see the bounding box here unless you're in adventure mode, which I think people are going to be when they're in here. And this should allow us to spawn in some mobs for like battle arenas and such. And the arena can be set up by people in creative mode, and being set into creative mode can be done by us, by the people monitoring the server, the ops, whatever you want to call us. Other channel stuff. I am going to be doing some more. Not only do I have new series going out, but I'm gonna also start with I'm gonna start with Destiny, because I got Destiny the day it came out, and there's a way to do this. With the MBT data, yeah, but that doesn't work. This is Angie's head. She changed her skin since then, so we do need to fix that, but not that it matters too much. Oh, right, that's how we spawn our mascot, and I figured out how to do that. It's a really complex command block, which summons in Mr. Kevin Bacon here, who is from the old server, by the way. He's from the MC Craft server. And we did some stuff down here. Angie did a lot of work down here. There's something I'm looking for, but this is where the horses are going to go. I can probably just dig through here, right? No, that's the ground down there, which is good. I tried to cut off a lot of the area down below, and I think I did a pretty good job with it. But there's still a lot more that needs to be done. If you go to the entrance of this place, here we go. There is... Okay, so there's this area with the corridor lights, and this is for employees only kind of thing. This powers all the lights, and I can turn them all off, but unless we fill this in all with dirt, then that's not really going to be a good option, because creepers show up down here in like seconds, and it's always creepers. I don't know why, but only creepers seem to want to spawn in here. So I'll have to work on that. There was a portal here that I filled in. There, and then if you follow this down here, this goes down to below the arena, which is what we need to fill in. There's no real reason for this to exist. It exists so that we can come down here and work on it, because see, there's mobs down here. This whole area underneath the arena is all wide open, and I tried to torch up the ground here, but there's also a ravine going through it. This is not part of the, this is part of the new server. This wasn't here in the old one. In the old one, this went all the way down to bedrock, and I filled it in, and that's why there's mobs in here now. I don't think, do mobs spawn on bedrock? I don't know. I watched a video on it once to see what they could spawn on and what they couldn't, but... Ooh, that looting. So we're going to have to do a lot of work on here. Oops. And I'm not sure exactly what yet, but we will figure that out. Another thing I need to do that I'm probably going to do off camera because it'll take a while is probably put some barrier blocks here. Although people can't really jump in, but they might be able to find a way, like a corner or something, to jump in. And currently we don't have any price for entering the Coliseum. I don't think we need to, but we could add those to those command blocks there. This spawn area obviously needs a lot more work. We're working on it. This area can use some more shops, and this area can use something else big. I think Angie's roller coaster park is going to come here, or theme park thing, if she wants to rebuild that, or if we want to import some stuff from the old world. I also need to clean up these lakes and stuff that aren't supposed to be here. They're supposed to all be flat. And when I did the command to cover this in grass, I didn't get this area over here. So, oh yes, there was one more thing. I want to fly up all the way above this, and I want to find the center of this spawn area. The center should be around in here, right? Yeah. This is what I'm going to do for the center. I'm going to come all the way down here to this block that I am now calling the center, whether it is or not, and I'm going to set up a world border situation. World border center. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. So this is the world border center. And now we can do world border set. Size and blocks. Let's just start out with a 50, and I'll check on that. So obviously this is too small. I don't want the mobs out there to die. 250 there. The idea here then is that this whole area. You didn't die, did you guys? No. Okay. Whoop. And I can, do it over time too, which I also think is really cool. I need, let's see, 325. Or we can do, can't you do world border add? Yeah, world border add 5 over 1 second. And see, we can just like do this repeatedly until it's just the size we need it to be. There, perfect. So it's just barely long enough. And obviously it's going to go further out this way than we need it to, but this could actually be very informative because it can tell us how much we can expand spawn, because I'm pretty sure that when we set spawn protection, we want a square around it. We might use spawn protection, but I'm thinking that's not the best way to go because it can be exploited. I think I want to use a bucket plugin for it, and to like change people into adventure mode. But it's good to know that if we were going to make a completely square spawn area, this is about how big it would be, and I could level this stuff out. I didn't want to level out too many mountains. It was already pretty flat in the middle, and that's why I do that way. But let's see how far this goes this way. Far enough? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it does. Interesting. So it is basically the center. I found basically the perfect center. Now it's not the perfect center, but it's close to it. The problem is this area up here, I want people to be able to build. Maybe I'll just make this also area you can't build in, and you can build outside of it. Like you can build wherever you want out there. Part of the reason I'm doing this too is so that we don't generate too much strain, because I want to keep the world as small as possible until we actually let people run around. And I think I'll probably even then still have a world border set up, but it'll be out of ways. So yeah, we could expand quite a bit on this spawn area if we need more room. Right now we don't really need more room, but you can see where the border got chopped off there. Maybe we will expand a little bit more. I'm not sure. But this could be, let's see, the world border is 350 blocks exactly. That's interesting. Okay, 350 blocks in every direction. It would be nice then to move the spawn pad to the center, because then that would be the protected chunks. But the spawn chunks don't move, I don't think, do they? I'm not sure. You guys can tell me in the comments if you know. If the spawn chunks move with the world spawn point, because it wasn't even here originally. I put the world spawn right there. It was like up there somewhere, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I want to make it so that the spawn chunks are down here, and that the center of the world is the center of spawn protection. If you guys know how to do that, let me know. And the bucket is included as long as the plugins, are safe and they're not too big. I'd rather do it in vanilla. I don't want to use too many bucket plugins, but we are going to eventually be running this with buckets, so that'll be good to know. So I think that's it for this episode. Let me check my recording time. 25 minutes. So that's probably going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I am back. I don't know, it's going to be pretty irregular for a little bit longer, but I am recording videos still. Hopefully I will get back to a regular schedule soon. I won't have a regular recording schedule. I never have. I will have a regular upload schedule. Is my plan. Like before, I would record several episodes and upload them, but keep them scheduled for a while so they would come out on a regular basis. So hopefully I can keep doing that. Hope you guys are glad I'm back. I hope you enjoy the videos I make. I hope they're better than they used to be. Sound is not going to be very good in this one, and I apologize for that. It will be back to normal, I swear. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again in the next one.